Hey there. Welcome back to Supercharged Fridays. How are you doing? My name is Sonal Bahel. I am a former HR director turned into a career coach, career transition coach, career change coach, career strategist, job search coach, all of that good stuff. And I've been doing this for about 5 years. And not just the coaching part, but also this coming to this live stream every Friday on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And what I do is help you transition to your new career or your new job in a more smooth way so that you get what you're looking for, both in terms of position, both in terms of the composition of that role, the company or the industry you're targeting, as well as the good stuff as well, the money. And salary negotiation is a very big part of what I do. I hope you're well. And if you're watching me, come into the live and say hi in the comments so that I know you're here, so I can show you some love. And what I do essentially is we hang out. This is Career Happy Hour. I've been doing this, like I said, every single Friday since January 2020. Haven't missed a single Friday. And like I told you, I'm a career coach. And how I help people is in three ways: through coaching, courses, and content. Coaching, I have a group program, fantastic program, very high touch for those who are interested in that. If that's something you're interested in, you should just, yeah, if you want to learn more about that, you should think about scheduling a game plan call with me. Go to superchargeyourself.com/game plan. I help people through digital courses. If you're like, I can do this myself, I need a bit more sort of DIY approach, then the courses is the way to go. You can see that on my website, superchargeyourself.com. And for content, content is free. Content is a great taster if you want to have an idea of what it's like to work with me. I have a podcast called How I Got Hired. I got a YouTube channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, tell me hi. And if you are, yeah, so this live stream is every Friday, so that's content, podcast, and a newsletter. I send out a newsletter roughly around more or less once a week, so you can always check that out. I tend to think it's fun and not sort of boring, run of the mill stuff. So you can check that out at superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. All the content stuff is free, of course. You like it, subscribe. You don't subscribe. Life's too short. So, how's it going? Is there anything I can do to help? Do not hesitate to let me know. And I'm going to take a quick look and see what is happening because things are a little bit quiet. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any comments. It could just be that it's one of those quiet days, or it could be there's a tech glitch, which I have sometimes suspected is the case. Hi, Tegan. Morning, morning. How are you doing? Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate this. I appreciate your message. I didn't see your message inside my live stream. I saw it when I went to LinkedIn. That's when I saw it. So really appreciate it. Tegan, how are you doing? How's Chicago? Is it getting like cold? How's it going? And of course, if there's anything I can do to help, if you're one of those people who are watching me quietly and you're like too shy, I mean, come to YouTube. We have a party on YouTube every Friday because YouTube is a lot more private. LinkedIn, you've got your profile and all of that stuff. So people inside your network, if they are following you, they might get a notification that you commented or you liked. And if you don't want that and you want a little bit more privacy, go to my YouTube channel, literally just my name, and you'll see me live on YouTube right now. So I always say this when I start. I'm like, I think it's going to be pretty quiet. So I think we're going to zip in and out. I always say this. And then life has other plans, things change. So if you're watching me, like, where are you? Why are you so quiet? So come and say hi and also tell me, is the volume okay? Like, can you hear me properly? Because I'm back and plugged my microphone after a while. So it's getting a good practice, let's say. Is it okay? Is the volume okay? Let me know. Give me a quick thumbs up or just write volume okay. Just write something in the comments. And what else? You got any question, big or small? No such thing as a stupid question. Honestly, there isn't. So just, yeah, reach out. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to do a quick sip of my piping hot chai. Cheers. Mm. Oh, oh, that's so good. Thank you, Tegan. Tegan, how is it going? Tegan's a very good person to follow. She was a recruiter doing a lot of recruiting. And then she went into job search, kind of like what I do, job search coach. And now Tegan has her own agency. So it's huge success. And she's doing like, I think, US based roles. Tegan, how is that going from transitioning to, so a recruiter, like I think you did Corn and Ferry, and then job search coach, and now having your own agency? That itself is quite a roller coaster. And then you're managing with all of that, also a new addition to the family. So, never a dull moment at Tegan's house. For sure. For sure. All right. So, make sure you follow Tegan. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. Tegan shares a lot of great tips on all things resumes, job search, interviews, all of that good stuff. Hi, Ajay. Thank you for tuning in. I'm good. Thank you very much. Devi Prasad. All right. Thank you. It's been 10 minutes. I finally got my first question. Unless I missed something else. Mm. Okay. So the question is, how do you grow a professional ladder in the software engineering field? Is it fine to go with skip meeting, higher management, and able to explore your new opportunity? There are different ways to grow, right? Devi Prasad, I don't think there's any particular right way or wrong way. You can grow in your field, meaning you become known as an expert, particularly in a technical field. You get known as a technical expert. Then there is the moving up the ladder field, which means your technical expertise is, let's say, in some ways, it's going to get a little bit diluted and you're going to be more and more responsible for people. Okay. So some people like that. They want more sort of leadership, people facing roles. Some people hate that. They're like, no, I want to be known for something specific. And it's true. The more you higher you go in management, the higher you go in management, the less day-to-day stuff, hands-on stuff you have to do in your role. It's dependent on what do you want, what do you like, what are you good at, all of that stuff. See that when and figure that out for yourself. And it's not very easy to figure that out. So you might want to work with someone and get an idea. Are you very motivated by ambition, growth when it comes to like teams, in a classic leadership type of people facing type of stuff? Then you would look at that second approach that I talked about. If you're more motivated by being known as an expert in your field, then you might want to look at sort of the technical ladder, right? Which is where you are known for that expertise. I hope that kind of makes sense. Yeah, Devi Prasad, I wish you the best. Good luck with everything. All right. What is happening in the rest in the comments? Yeah. Hi, Risto. It's getting cold. Yeah, not here, not yet. It was getting cold, but we have a very wet and rainy day here today. So, yeah. Hi, Ajay. How do you handle self emotions? Yeah, that's not easy, particularly when the world around you is going to crap. Tell me more about how can I help you, Ajay? This is a very generic question. Can you be more specific? Are you talking about like emotions in public? Are you talking about getting upset very easily? Are you talking about being very reactive and not taking time to respond, but reacting faster than responding? Tell me like which of these or something else, like a D. This is A, B, or C, or what else is it? And why do you want help with this? How do you know that there could be a problem here? I want to know more about this. If you're around, come, let's talk about this. Feel free to reply. Tegan, it's been a wild ride. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. I'm so happy you're doing what you're doing. I think the world is going to be better with everything that you're saying. Sounds good. What else is happening in the comments? Hey, Bharat. Oi, you saw that? Yes. So what Bharat is talking about is, do you remember a little while ago I talked about my newsletter? So there's some fun stuff that I only share in my newsletter, and this is one of those things. So newsletter, superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. I have to say this out loud for those who are not in front of their screen right now. So, my last edition of the newsletter, I talked about doing some brave stuff, uh, doing things that make you uncomfortable, but, not just saying you're going to do it, but actually doing it, right? And there was a interview, a podcast. I do a lot of podcast interviews where I'm the guest. Of course, I'm the host. I have my own podcast, but as a guest, I get invited to quite a few. And there was one where I was invited to, which was in French. And I never published it. I never talked about it openly because I was very embarrassed with my level of French. I thought it was poor. And I just thought I made a fool of myself. So I was like, you know what, at the same time, if we're going to say we're going to do uncomfortable things, let's walk the talk. And I did share it. So Bharat is talking about that. Thank you, Bharat, for taking the time to watch. Definitely subtitles. Yeah, for sure. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Devi. Hi, Devi. Bangalore. I'm working in a popular FMCG as an MIS analyst. You have a 9-month-old baby. Congratulations. And I have serious family disputes going on at home. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear about that. I resigned last week and my manager is not agreeing with the 1 month notice period. HR is saying for our level of employees, there is no option for buyout. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I'm willing to buy out, but they are not agreeing. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I mean, having a newborn, having an infant at home is a joy, but it's a lot of work. And as if that's not stressful enough, um, you're going through this at home. You're going through this at work, right? I think it might be time, Devi. I don't know. I mean, the details because every country has their own sort of labor laws, etc. I think it might be time to escalate this inside the company to senior management because if you're very clear you're not being treated fairly, do not stick to this level. Imagine that person who goes to the restaurant, like, may I speak to your manager? When someone says that, it's like, I'm not happy with your answer. Here, you might have to be that person. Okay. And speak with senior management and ask for a meeting and explain, listen, as an employee, you have rights. Okay. It's not about what they feel like doing and what cock and bull makes me so angry when I see poor management practices by human resources or by, the manager. Just give them a last warning. Say, I need to speak to senior management. If they don't care, go to senior management. And then, you have rights and you'll have to explain to them, these are the things I need. Option one, option two. And in the meantime, if you have a friend who is a lawyer, who understands law, who understands employment law, talk to him or her and find out what your options are. I wish I could help you more. This is not an area of expertise I have, but I do know every employee in every company has rights. Go and revisit as well your employment contract because there are some clauses mentioned on separation with company. So, yeah, good luck with that. And I'm sorry you're going through this. And I hope this is resolved very, very soon. Do come back next week and let us know how things go. All right. I wish you the best. Oh, pissed me off completely. I'm sorry. Yeah. I want to get back to Ajay because Ajay has been waiting. Emotions in the professional space. Okay. When mistakes are around, handling them in a better way, and I'm loss of emotion sometimes. Ajay, I know this is going to sound like super uh this is going to sound super basic right now, but have you tried meditating? And meditating looks different to different people. Okay. It's basically just I'm not saying you sit in a moment when you don't have thoughts. I don't know anybody who doesn't have thoughts, but find a way to have some silence. Okay. So there's no podcast, no music, no people in the background, no movie, no YouTube, nothing. Sit in silence, either with like very quiet, like peaceful music or like a sound bath. You know what a sound bath is? When they're like, they take a thing and then they go, dun. Okay. We are not used to that anymore. We're in such a fast paced society. And I'm not saying you do this once and it's going to make a difference, but make a practice, like 5 or 10 minute practice. Now, I can't live without my practice. Okay. So there's that meditation. There's semi affirmations, or you take a journal and you just dump whatever's in your mind. That's meditation as well, because you're putting it all down. Like, write, what are you feeling? Just write. And like, and you're like, I don't know what to write. So like, literally say, I had this chat with this lady on a LinkedIn live, and she said I should open up my page and write. And now I'm literally writing. I don't know what to write about. Oh, I'm so up. Just put it down. Ooh, comedy show in the background. Put it down on paper. Okay. um and have that, because once you do this regularly, you're having that grounding, and you're listening to that inner voice, which is actually very silent right now because the noise is very loud. So that inner voice, whatever you call it, higher consciousness, whatever. I'm no expert in all this. There's lots of people who know this 1,000 times better than I do. But once you get into the zone, even after a few days, no one can f with you. No one can tell you how to feel. No one can be responsible for you losing your temper. Only you can. We want to get to that space. That's a good space. Okay? Try that. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Silence, or silent music, or going out for a walk in nature, a park close by, trees, anything where you're alone. No headphones, nothing. Okay? I think I read somewhere we would have less trouble in the world if men, I think in this case men, but people, learn to sit in a room quietly with themselves. It's uncomfortable, isn't it? But try it before you deny it. Anybody else have any other ideas? Feel free to share. What do you do when like you want to have a better control over your emotions? Some of you are experts in this, particularly on the coaching side. So feel free to share. Good luck, Devi. I wish you the best. I wish you the best. All right. I'm just making sure that okay, everything's okay. Hi, Raman. I'd love your advice. What would you do if, after several interviews and you receive an offer, you were told the company couldn't match your current compensation, though they knew it from the start? Oh, that's so annoying. I understand. You have a couple of options, Raman. You take their word for it, or you challenge it. If you challenge it, be prepared that if they don't like what you're saying, you might have to walk away. Can you afford to do that? I mean, yeah, ask. After several interviews and you receive an offer, you have to negotiate. You have to find out. And you watch my salary negotiation videos, and I talk a lot about language. What are the words you use? How do you say? It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Okay. And it always helps if you have another offer, you have more leverage. So good luck with that. Okay. What else is happening? Hi, Anand. Does rejecting a project affect my profile? I'm a fresher. I want to reject it because it doesn't align with my goals. It doesn't affect. I don't know what you mean by profile, but no, it doesn't. But if I were you and I was a new grad, no judgment to you, but I would say more yes than no. Because in that, at that stage in your career, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you have another offer that's already better, and it's better, in better alignment to your goals, I would say, then yeah, obviously there's no question here, we have no discussion here. But when the what is the opportunity cost? What is the alternative? To do nothing? Is it to sit on your couch and wait for an offer? In the meantime, you're watching Amazon Prime? Like, what is it? It's better to do that than to do nothing. So I would be at that stage in my life and my career, I would say a lot more yes than I would say no. But if it's done, it's done. It's okay. There's nothing to talk about. I don't think it damages anything, particularly if you don't burn bridges. You be amicable, and yeah, do what you say you're going to do. Stay in touch. Be nice as a human being. So good luck with that. All right. Oh, Bharat, dropping gems, dropping gems. Don't forget the word silent is an anagram for listen. Ooh, that is such a mic drop. If you're watching me on LinkedIn, you gotta follow this dude. He's such a nice guy and so knowledgeable. He was in The Tata Group, you may have heard of it, particularly if you're in India, but also globally, right? Tata is a conglomerate, and very recently, Tata lost its, chairman emeritus, Mr. Ratan Tata, who passed away just a few days ago. And Bharat worked in that company. He was in a very prestigious program in that company called Tata Administrative Services. And I have had the honor of having Bharat on this LinkedIn Live. A couple of years ago, Bharat, we need to talk again, right? LinkedIn Live as well as on my podcast. And we go over his career, and it is such an experience to speak with him. It is such, I mean, like the good, the bad, the ugly. Bharat talks about it all. It's not easy. Silent is an anagram for listen. Mic drop. Are you loving this? You can put it in the comments. Like, tell me you're loving this. Give me a thumbs up for Bharat. Let's have some hearts for Bharat. Bharat, that sounds so cheesy. Let's have some hearts for Bharat. But you're a good guy. You deserve all the attention you can get. Okay. Ah, yeah. Bharat, there's more where that came from. Hold on. Listening more, pausing, responding is way more in emotional intelligence. 100%. And there are a lot of books on this. Who had this question? Devi? No. Ajay? There's a lot of books on it. So just find some basic books, videos on self-regulation, emotional intelligence, self-awareness. You'll learn a lot from there. Okay. Um. All right. Akbari. Hi. I've lost my motivation. I feel low all the time. Hmm. Personal life is not good. Professional life is okay, but not that good. Yeah, I understand, Akbari. It's not easy, right? Coming to this conclusion, I've lost motivation. And this is not an easy thing to experience actually, all by yourself. So, even like sharing here, it takes courage, right? You want to go a little deeper and understand what's going on. And I may suggest speaking with a therapist, speaking with someone who you can just talk to and they don't judge you and they listen and there's silence on both sides. And then through some probing questions, they can also help you to dig deeper and understand what's going on and what's at the root of this. Okay. I'm not like I don't want to be that person that tells you, hey, don't worry, I got an answer, do A, B, C, and D. I'm not qualified, not a licensed therapist. And this is a specialty. People are good at this and they'll help you very quickly to understand what's going on. Okay. Please get help. It's not a sign of weakness. Ask for help. It's a sign of strength. The best people do it. Okay. And in the meantime, what are some things you can control is check your phone. Okay. Check the screen time on your phone. What's the screen time? Is it hours and hours? Like that's a symptom of something, right? Check what's going inside your body. Is it junk processed food or are you eating well? They tend to all go hand in hand as well. Like that is not helping your mood either. Okay. And see how can you substitute a few things instead of spending more time on the phone. Talk to someone. Um, Go for a walk or substitute some foods with something healthier. It's common sense, but is it common practice? Is it? I don't know. Only you can answer that. Okay. Good luck with that. Bharat, thank you. New Science of Lost Art by James Nestor. That's a book we talked about self awareness, emotional intelligence. Thank you, Bharat. Ajay, this is a recommendation that you could read about. I'm going to take a couple more questions and then I have to actually run for a meeting. I have an MSc in pediatrics and I'm job searching in India right now. I'm confused. What is the best country for the best salary? I don't know about the best country and best salary as ours, but I would focus on where you are today. Pediatrics, we always need more doctors. We always need doctors, particularly with children, right? The human body is such a mystery. We always need people who work in medicine. So, like, don't stop, don't give up. You have the brain, you have an MSc, right? You have a master's. Speak with others who have done this degree. What about your college? What about the network, the wider network? And say I'm actively looking to join a practice. I would be very open to joining anything which is closely related to pediatrics right now. Work with someone who's an expert in their field. Be their right hand man, right? It'll work out. Don't worry about it. But just continue. You're in a field that's very much in demand. AI is not coming for this, but we still very much need good doctors, good medicine. Okay, so um, good luck with that. Yeah, we talked about this, Akbari. I totally understand. I totally understand. Talk to someone. Start with a therapist, and then we can always see a career coach later. Start with a therapist, okay? And you have, in this day and age, you're like, oh my god, I can't. It's too expensive. No, it's not. Okay, find out. There are a lot of online options. Better up, better help. I mean, it has never been easier to find help. Literally all with our phone. Okay, and I'm doing this live every Friday. It's free. So there's always others who are doing something like this. Okay, you just have to find out who they are. Okay, last question. Shivanand, hi. Your videos are very helped. Your thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. And what is the question? I've lost my screen. Here we are. I've applied for an internal career opportunity, completed the technical round, and I'm waiting for an offer from HR. Please share your views on salary negotiation. Shivananda, where do you want me to start? Like, salary negotiation is the main topic I talk about. Have you seen? That's my question to you. Follow up question. Have you seen my YouTube? Have you watched my YouTube videos on salary negotiation? If you haven't, go to the playlist on my YouTube channel called Negotiate Like a Pro. Okay. And in that, start with the video which has the highest views. Start there. And then I go and talk about this again and again. I made a lot more follow up videos on salary negotiation over the last couple of years. I haven't made one in 2024. Nothing has changed when it comes to salary negotiation. Those principles haven't changed. Okay. Tech will come, tech will go. This will not change because people are people. Okay. So I have like 10 tips on how to negotiate salary. I talk about mistakes that I have made, which cost me a lot of money. I talk about, can you negotiate salary when you're changing careers? Can you negotiate salary when you are a new grad? When you are on a career break, when you're unemployed, all of that stuff. There's a lot in there that has an overlap with looking for a job inside the company. Check that out. And once you do that, come and tell me how it goes. Next week, come and tell me how it goes. Okay. All right. Okay. I said that was the last question, but I'm going to quickly take this one as well. Hi, Chaitanya. How do you approach a high ranking person in a prestigious company on LinkedIn who you do not know? Okay. Good question. People are people. Okay. Remember, high ranking, prestigious company, he's still a person. Still a person. Okay. They're not better than you. They're just a person like you with flesh. Put on clothes in the morning. They go to the loo. They do all the things you do. Okay. Having said that, you do not want to be the person who approaches someone and immediately wants something because life doesn't work this way. Okay. You want to, I would say, follow them first on LinkedIn. Can you follow them first on LinkedIn? Are they or Twitter or wherever they are hanging out or X? Um, I would say, can you follow first and then connect? And when you connect, if you have a very specific thing you want to ask, but also give value, give before get. Um, it's like, I just reached out and I'm like, hey, I need a job, help me. You will might get blocked from that person. So there is an etiquette that you want to follow. And it's one of the videos I have on my YouTube channel, which has how do you send a connection request on LinkedIn. That will help you. So check that one out. I had a weird experience with that. A completely side note, I had a very weird experience with that interview. I had something in my eye or something. So I'm blinking like 1,000 times a minute. And there's lots of comments about that. I'm like, yeah, I look ridiculous. Okay. Again, in the spirit of being uncomfortable. I look ridiculous. But the substance, follow the substance. Okay. Those who don't comment about that are like, I don't want to waste time with that. Follow the substance in that video. Now that I've said it, I know you're gonna go and watch that video. Yeah, that was a good incentive to go watch that video. All right. Good luck. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and hanging out live with me. This was the 248th edition of Supercharged Fridays. And yeah, I'm grateful to you for being here, joining me live. And take good care of yourself, wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in from. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I shall see you at the same time next Friday. What is next Friday? 18th, 25th. I'll be here next Friday at the same time on Supercharged Fridays. And the weekend after that, I think we're going to go through time change in Europe. So, whatever you're watching me, if particularly you're in a country where there is no time change, good for you. Okay. Europe goes nuts end of October. So, we go 1 hour earlier for daylight saving. So, there will be a time change. Whatever you're watching me, it'll be an hour later. That should happen in 2 weeks' time. You got time for that. All right. Take care and see you at the same time next Friday. Bye.